The truth is, Kevin Gates is a rap star whose music career took off back in 2015 after dropping his massive hit song, I Don't Get Tired. He followed that hit with several more hits like Two Phones and Really Really. Gates is one of the few of many rappers who's managed to reach the top of the music industry after grinding for years. But how exactly did he do it? What if I told you that Kevin Gates has a hidden hand in his success, that Gates himself has admitted several times he is connected to something far more sinister? Join me in this episode as we uncover the dark truth about Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates was born on February 5, 1986 in New Orleans, Louisiana. Growing up, Gates would live in Baton Rouge with his mother after his father would abandon the family at a young age, leaving him and his mother to fend for themselves. From a young age, Gates was a troubled child, often finding himself in trouble. He would end up getting arrested in 1999 at the young age of 13 for joyriding in a stolen car with his friends. He would eventually reconnect with his father as a teenager right before his father would pass, when Gates was only 14. After Gates would graduate high school, he would eventually attend Baton Rouge Community College before dropping out. Gates would end up getting his first record deal in 2007 when he signed to the record label Dead Game Records. Gates would manage to secure features from fellow Louisiana artists Boosie and Webbie for his first debut mixtape that didn't receive much success at the time. He would then release another mixtape in 2008 called All or Nothing. In the same year, Gates would end up getting incarcerated and spent 31 months in prison. This would put his music career on pause, but Gates claimed that he took the time to earn a psychology degree while he was in prison, and he would even end up getting released on good behavior in 2011. Gates got right back to making music, and he would drop his third mixtape, Make 'Em Believe. This mixtape would gain a little buzz and eventually get the attention of Lil Wayne, who took Gates under his wing for some time. Gates would end up signing a management deal with Young Money Records, but not signing a record deal with them. Birdman advised Gates to start his own record label, and Gates did. In 2013, under the management of Young Money, he would release his fourth mixtape called The Luca Brasi Story under his record label Breadwinner Association. The mixtape would receive critical acclaim, being praised by the likes of Pitchfork and Rolling Stone. Due to the success of the mixtape, Gates would get his first major record deal with Atlantic Records. After signing to Atlantic, he would drop his fifth mixtape, Stranger Than Fiction, in July of 2013. Just like the previous mixtape, it would be well received, being praised by many hip-hop blog sites. This mixtape would be the first time Gates would make it onto the Billboard charts. He would even go on a 4-week tour to promote the mixtape. After this, Gates would find himself back in the cell after violating his parole, and he was sentenced to 4 months in prison, which he served 3 out of, and he would be released in March of 2014. After getting released, he went back to making music and started working on his 6th mixtape, By Any Means. The mixtape would end up being released in March of 2014, and it had guest features from 2 Chainz, Plies, and Rico Love, which helped the mixtape land on the Billboard Hot 200 at the 17th spot. In May 2014, Gates would be chosen to be a XXL freshman and use the momentum to go on tour and promote his upcoming mixtape. In August of that year, Kevin Gates would drop the song that would change his life forever. He would drop his hit song, I Don't Get Tired, and the rest was history. This is what you may already know about Kevin Gates, but the truth is much more sinister than this. I have come to believe that Kevin Gates sold his soul to the devil and practices voodoo and witchcraft in order to gain success in the music industry. The reason I have come to this conclusion is no other than Gates himself, as he himself confessed to it in his music. As we've already seen on this channel, the Masons have complete control of the music industry. The artists who make it to the top usually show their hidden alliance to the Masonic order. With all the artists we have covered, none have been this open about their deal. Kevin Gates is a devil worshipper, and he's proud of it. We can clearly see that Gates is being used by the Freemasons to guide his fans to a burning end. His music promoted morals that would further destroy the very community Kevin Gates sold his soul to escape. Kevin openly admitted how he made it in the industry in one of his songs called Sit Down. In the song, Kevin tells us what he had to do to be able to become the rap star he is today. In the song, he raps, I told my team about manifestations. People are basic, they thought I was crazy. Hard with the witchcraft, studied every night, philosopher's stone. I perform another rite, rite meaning ritual. I created dry ice, hid in plain sight. Wear the suit and tie nice. Masons mean more than bricklayer. Gates confesses everything we need to know about him in one verse. He is an occultist who practices black magic and alchemy. He also confesses to being a Freemason when he raps the line, wear the suit and tie nice. Masons more than bricklayer. What's very interesting about this is that he even mentions the Philosopher's Stone, which alchemists believe to be the key to immortality. In this song, Kevin Gates clearly admits to practicing black magic in order to achieve his success. This isn't the only song where Gates references his deal with the devil. In his song Marshall Matters, he once again confesses to his deal and even calls himself his own God. In the song he raps, "Hated on me for my inevitable success. Still dealing with the devil I only know as myself. In the mirror I see God, and that only God is myself." Gates clearly confesses to his deal with the devil and his false enlightenment that he believes puts him on God's level. We all know that in order to seal the deal with Lucifer, you must provide an offering. Many people online have pointed out that oddly enough, right before Kevin Gates' career took off in 2015, after dropping his song I Don't Get Tired, his grandmother would pass away. What made it even more strange is that Gates took a photo of his then gone grandma and publicated it on social media. I cannot show the photo here, but you can find it online. In the photo, Gates has his hand covering his grandmother's face, displaying his brand new expensive watch. I must admit, I'd never seen anything as open as this. In my opinion, it did seem that Gates was showing the world what he offered Lucifer for his success. I wouldn't put anything past him, as he openly admitted to selling his soul, being a Mason, and practicing witchcraft. It is well known that New Orleans has many residents who participate in voodoo. Kevin Gates admits to performing voodoo when he was on the rise. In his song The Law, Gates raps, "I went to see the voodoo priest while dealing, seeking protection from my foes. I know they always scheming. Santeria beads on my neck, I'm labeled a heathen." Again, Gates openly confesses to performing voodoo magic. Many occultists use voodoo magic in order to communicate with demonic spirits. If you guys would like to see a full video on voodoo, comment voodoo below. If 700 people comment voodoo, the next video will be on that. Kevin Gates was called out at one point for wearing devil-worshipping beads while on one of his lives, which Kevin didn't appreciate.
You see them beads, huh? Yeah, you know I'm labeled a heathen. You talking about my beads, devil-worshipping beads? Cool, you hear me? But if you're a Christian, your Bible says you're supposed to love God, your neighbor as yourself, and your enemy. So if you're commanded to love me if I want to serve the devil. Are you a hypocrite?
He responded by saying devil-worshipping beads? Cool, you heard me. But if you're Christian, your Bible says you're supposed to love God and your neighbors as yourself and your enemy. So you're commanded to love me if I want to serve the devil. Kevin Gates did not deny that he worships the devil, but instead he attempts to question his fans' fate. It is no doubt in my mind that Gates performs black magic on the regular, as we can see this in his music video for his song Fatal Attraction. The song itself is about voodoo magic, and the video shows us exactly this, Gates participating in voodoo magic. What makes this even worse is that Gates is teaching this to his very young daughter. Gates' daughter admitted to performing magic on her little brother, right as Gates covers her mouth and tells her to be quiet.
Want a kid? No, with Takeoff. You look at her. She's so sweet.
Hey, she powerful too.
Yeah, I did magic on my brother yesterday.
Don't talk, sweetheart. It's okay. And I can talk to kids.
She powerful.
I know.
Cause you know, that's a lot of people right there.
While Kevin Gates was having a strange conversation with one of his fans, his daughter approached him and confessed to the lie that she did magic on her brother. Gates quickly covered her mouth and told her that there's too many people on live. To me, this clearly indicated that he has been teaching his daughter the arts of black magic at such a young age. As shocking as this might seem, the Masons are known to do this, as they even have Freemason clubs for young boys and girls. The Freemasons have the Order of the Rainbow for young girls and the Demolay International Organization for boys. Both of these clubs are for families of Freemason members only, and in these orders, young kids are taught all about being a Mason before they can even become one. Now we know that even child stars can be Masons. Another thing I found interesting from the live that Gates was having with his fan was when Gates admitted to having control over 10,000 angels and having to sacrifice for it.
Hey, why you don't never just talk for yourself? Why you always talk through your familiar?
But I didn't hear.
I say, why you always talk through your familiar? You know, you supposed to give them the orders. They don't supposed to give you the orders. You the controller. You know, I got 10,000 angels right now.
I know.
Yeah, at my command. At my command. Yes, Lord.
You got it, your command.
I got 10,000 angels in here with me right now, at my command.
You're rude, just a little.
I sacrificed it, though.
I know. I will too. I said I will
Say
too.
What? It's hard. That's a hell of a journey. That's a hell of a journey.
I know
I ain't
it
about to
is.
get small.
Everybody know what it take. Everybody ain't willing to do what it take.
That's enough.
Yes, Lord.
I get it. I do.
I command you.
Ugh, you're good. Don't say command.
Why I can't? I get orders. I'm in charge.
If I'm a noodle.
Almost. Yes, Lord. I'm over 3,000 years old. I'm up in rank. I'm up in rank.
This instantly led me to think, was his grandma that sacrifice? He also claims that he is over 3,000 years old, which led me to believe maybe something else was speaking through Gates and the woman he was talking to. Both Gates and his fan appear to be talking them some sort of code. Kevin talks about being up in rank and that he is the controller. It can't get any clearer to me. Kevin Gates sold his soul to the devil in order to make it in the music industry. He openly admits to participating in black magic and voodoo. He promoted Masonic values to his fans and manipulated his fans to follow him to a burning end. Like I always say, we must remember to not allow these artists to manipulate us and to guide us in the wrong direction. We must remember what's at stake. We must remember to help those who can't see the truth, find the truth. Thank you for watching this episode of The Truth Is. If you would like to further support the channel, join me on Patreon, the link would be in the description. If you join before the 28th of this month, you could be entered to this month's monthly raffle, where you can win a shirt, a cash prize, and even pick a video topic. Also, please leave a comment below on your thoughts on this video and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you like this video, please hit the like button, as this helps other people find these videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. Please follow me on Instagram at TheTruthIs01 and on TikTok at TheTruthIs. I will gladly appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.